What's up, YouTube? I'm Mike, and I just woke up again, and I'm gonna share with you guys the what I thought about when I first woke up this morning to give you something to think about how grim the future is for our species. You know, I was talking to some of you that were paying attention in the video about the sun the other day about how our sun is going to swell up and turn into a red giant and kill all of us in about 5 billion years. Well, the other thing that I was thinking about this morning, literally, I just woke up and this is what I started thinking about. Imagine, for the sake of arguments, that Elon Musk suddenly has like an epiphany, or he was to like meet with aliens and they were to give him this insane technology that would allow us to build spaceships that travel at the speed of light. Okay, speed of light, 186,000 miles per hour, give or take. Okay, traveling at the speed of light, while arguably impossible for a lot of reasons that are far outside the scope of the video. Let's just say, for the sake of arguments, that we suddenly came into contact with the technology to build a spaceship that would allow us to travel at the speed of light. And let's say that these spaceships, you know, you could acquire them like cars. And so being able to live on other planets in the galaxy, in the Milky Way galaxy, suddenly became a reality. And so human beings started colonizing all of these other planets. One of the interesting things that would happen in this fairy tale scenario is that the planet closest to Earth that is likely habitable, that's Earth-like, is a planet called Proxima Centauri b. And Proxima Centauri b is 4 light years away from Earth, which in cosmological terms is like fucking next door. It's like really close. But in human life terms, it presents a really, really weird problem. So stay with me for a second, because I'm going to walk you through something that I woke up thinking about. Let's say that you and your family own a spaceship that can travel at the speed of light, and you decide that you want to go on vacation with your wife and kids to Proxima Centauri b, the new resort planet that we've built into the galaxy. And you want to spend a week on Proxima Centauri b. When you go to make your reservations for your resort hotel today, you're going to have to make reservations for 4 years into the future. Because Proxima Centauri b is 4 light years away. So even though your spaceship travels at the speed of light, it's still going to take your spaceship technically 4 years to get to Proxima Centauri b. Now, the interesting thing about this is that because you're traveling at the speed of light, time will stand still for you. So it will feel to you like you left Earth and got to Proxima Centauri b almost instantaneously. But time on Proxima Centauri b will have moved 4 years into the future by the time you actually arrive there, which is why you will need to book reservations 4 years into the future. So here's the fucked up part. If you were to do this, if you were to take your family on a vacation to Proxima Centauri b in your light speed traveling spaceship, you would get to Proxima Centauri b 4 years after you left Earth. You would spend a week in this amazing, luxurious, say, water park in the crystal clear blue waters of Proxima Centauri b, and then it would be time for you to come back home. Except you spent 4 years traveling to Proxima Centauri b, and now it's going to take you 4 years to get back to Earth. And so by the time you get back to Earth, 8 Earth years would have passed between the moment you left and the moment you returned, but it would only feel like a week, give or take, for you. Because you're traveling at the speed of light, and so relative to everything else, you're moving, your time is standing still. So you would not age at all during the, not really. So your little vacation to Proxima Centauri B that would only last for 1 week would see you basically not age at all. You'd age like a week. But everything at home back on Earth would have aged and changed by 8 fucking years. So what that basically means in layman's terms is that we're fucked. We're totally fucked. Even if aliens showed up today and were like the most benevolent creatures known to man, and they just absolutely loved us and gave us all of the amazing technology that their species has spent billions of years creating, the lives that we live, like life as we know it, would make no sense. Because traveling great distances across the cosmos from one planetary system to the other, while you could do it in a relatively short time relative to everything else based on your light speed or near light speed travel, every time you went from one planetary system to another, you would have to calculate travel time at this insane, so like, let's say you were traveling to a planet that was 20 light years away and you want to book a hotel on this planet. What are the fucking guarantees this hotel's even going to exist in 20 fucking years? You could be traveling at light speed through space to get to this planet. 20 fucking years later, find out that it had been destroyed by an asteroid. 5 years after you left, you had fucking no way of knowing. You pop out of hyperspace and it's nothing but fucking, rocks and destroyed planet debris everywhere. And you're like, fuck! Now 20 years have passed wherever you came from. You got to turn around and go home. By the time you get there, everybody you know is probably fucking dead. Like, this is a total joke. So this idea that one day our species could become interplanetary and we could live all over the galaxy, the shit you see in sci-fi movies like Star Wars, where fucking Luke Skywalker, whatever, he's just flying off to all these different planets, is total fucking nonsense. Because everybody because of relativity, people would just be aging out of control. Every time you got on a spaceship, you would just be aging everybody back home by decades at a time. Nothing would ever be the same. So it's not like you couldn't do it. It's just that any kind of idea of friends or family or stability or careers or being able to, our entire worldview would totally break down and would have to change in this unimaginary way because of the distances that we'd be talking about. It's like, if I get in the car and decide to drive to Seattle, I'm going to need to book hotel reservations 4 or 5 days in advance. It can take 3 or 4, if I'm driving 8-hour days, it can take about 4 days to get to Seattle, which sucks. It's not the end of the world. 4 days is not a big deal. But if you're going to Proxima Centauri B and you need to book travel 4 years in advance, and by the time you get home, 8 years have gone by, bro, you've lost your fucking house. Your dog's dead in the backyard. Your job has moved on with that. Everything that you care about is gone. So we're effectively, this idea that we're ever going to be some kind of spacefaring species is totally absurd. At best, maybe we get to Mars and terraform it and turn it into something livable. But I don't know, bro. Does this kind of thing ever bother you guys? I literally just woke up this morning and I suddenly started thinking, fuck, dude, we're never getting off this rock. It doesn't even make sense. Even in the perfect case scenario where we suddenly inherit all of this amazing technology, time dilation by itself just fucking ruins everything. There's just no way we could maintain anything like our normal semblance of life and be a spacefaring species at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty grim. So there you have it. If there's any cosmologists in the audience that would like to discuss the merits of space and time travel, I would love to see that in the comment section. As always, stay tuned. For those of you who are like, holy fuck, this guy's lost his goddamn mind. I will be today having an update video coming up on my test Deca, Proviron, Masteron, TREN, MK677. Basically, every roid that you can take, just about, I'm taking right now. And I'm going to have an update video on what all of those feel like together, which you guys will probably be way more interested in than life on Proxima Centauri B. So, there you go. We'll see you on the next one.